I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Every single one of you's a bit
Alright, so last time the game froze. It still says segment 1, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we don't have to do the whole thing again. This is a long segment. Hopefully it'll put me off at the end of it. I have a feeling it won't work, so that's unfortunate. But I want to keep going for like another hour. I'm liking it so far. It is stressful, but it's intentionally so. Yeah, we have to restart, okay. Fine, it probably wasn't too long. Oh, what ads do I have on? Do I have any on?
So read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advanced advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show.
Alright. Check your prostate. Joy Screws.
Oh, how's it going with Steve? Why are all men such pricks?
It starts on him.
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his patient.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said.
Now let's just pray the game doesn't freeze again. I turned the PlayStation and my TV off and gave it a couple minutes just to cool down a little bit. That's nowhere near enough for it to actually cool down. But
I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol.
oh, well, I'm already doing worse than the first time.
Of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss the graffiti as a publicity stunt, or an act of frustration by a tiny, disorganized group of those who will never, under any circumstances, be content.
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than
really
a month
wonder
now,
how you code
Doctors
this.
Ingrid Sporsborg and Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering two possible options.
With two of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft,
one issue I really have so
the team
far is
seems
it
to
doesn't
attempt
really
to farm the
feel
planet's
like British
ecosystem
television.
while they wait for rescue from
This
above
is
ground.
supposed to be like a parody of
I think I'll stick
BBC,
to risotto,
I
Jeremy.
think. This does not feel anything like a BBC broadcast.
As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this
Is
station
that the
wisely
Prime
chose
Minister in
not
that
to
photo?
advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured.
Wait, shit,
by
we were showing him
the
the whole
toy.
time.
How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by all new products, would be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
Table for 2. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started.
Actually, no,
dating
saying
late
them
last
get married could actually
and
be
this
more
image
harmful.
is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Johnny's secretive hospital visits have had the rumour mill churning.
So
I
we're
think
doing
it's safe to
worse than I
say
was
that
last
not
time, so
looking
that's
at a school report
terrific.
today.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are sceptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
Right. So this one is just going to be about it's maintaining this whilst doing the sensors. Maybe it's not supposed to be parodying BBC, but that's what I feel like it's supposed to be. And it's definitely supposed to be British.
But first
It's
tonight,
very British.
while Advance is certainly proving
Oh my God.
popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in Suburbia.
Things I'm pretty sure we got like a
investigating
B
rumours
or an
that these
A. No, I think we got an A
previously privileged
when we're
people
getting
may be
throws.
planning
That
some kind
sucks.
of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me.
Also, I
after
took a look at the
Barnes
challenge
passed
mode. The
Assets
challenge
and Wealth
mode
Act on their
was
first
the level
day
we
in
did
office.
before,
Tell me,
but now
how
it
are you
has more
settling
of this
into your
going
new
on.
lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my
It's
sister's
getting
under a lot
so
of
hot.
pressure. She had to
Oh
dress
my God.
herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice
Like another
big house.
hour of game, and then
Big
I want to
house.
make some hot
This
chocolate.
grubby little gaddis spat
Sprite
has
already
one
been cooked.
staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that. Having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right
That's a
bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever.
There's a
editor
big
of
difference
Swinstead
between the
when
UK
I
and
scored a virus
America.
for
A
no
lot
reason.
of American houses have swimming pools. No English houses have swimming pools.
I wonder what happened to him.
I think that's simply a result of the fact that America, you know, wasn't America until a couple 100 years ago, whereas England, you know, has been very established for a couple thousand years.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will
No insults to
rise
Native
and
Americans,
rebel.
I just mean
We wage war
you
on our
know what I
revolting
mean.
rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess and our
There's
best
way
redress
more
is to divest our
room
breast and
to
an
go
unrest
around,
just
whereas
protest.
England's been very busy
Daddy!
for a very long
Daddy!
time already.
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you buggers! Carry her! Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked off too.
Well, at least you are showing some shame.
Free at last! Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be fucking well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will. Stuff and piff-pop.
Bloody doesn't need to censor.
Are you okay?
Daddy, how can you?
Well, shut up and get your
Well, Jeremy, Megan.
My
as this
TV's making
embryonic
noises
protest
again.
movement takes one in the top legs. It's back here in the
get the
studio.
dog.
I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in Moderate Hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is
Like in
becoming a
England,
very
our
different place.
TV
Yes.
presenters present
Seriously.
themselves
Who's gonna
way
run around naked in
more
Norway?
professionally.
Not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
The second ad break,
Sorry, I'm busting.
we go for the government ad. This is where the game crashed last time.
He's funny.
Yes, I know.
Golf Club.
I think it's very
Was it?
very-
I feel like we went on a little bit further.
She's welcome to it. Why is it raining on my desk?
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that
Yeah,
the
this is
naked
where it crashed last
protesters
time.
might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Jolly good.
This can cause trouble starting to be, and it can cause laundry-based trouble between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well, sorry.
That's not really a great ad. I picked it for a positive message, but it's not a great ad. I'm pretty sure we got a worse rating we did last time, so that's brilliant. Well, at least the game didn't
That's what
crash.
it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live
Be
from the
cool if
finals
I could
of
have
the
a
new game
teleprompter
that's
as well.
gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship.
I could see when someone's going to
I
talk.
think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on.
Striker go first.
Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin.
D-Robe.
Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time.
What the fuck is this?
On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker for shots number 3. All right.
Oh, he's
She's
talking
gone
like
sort
a
of throwing
fucking
under her legs.
actual
Not bad
presenter.
if you ask me.
Don't know why you complain. To Harris.
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Football. Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends.
Of ends.
Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
Louis Nomagam
Striker
good.
giving it large.
Second round. Double. Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. Apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow because it's quite an eyesore. And women's bodies, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into
What about
round 2
women's
now,
bodies?
and Harris absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker. No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that a fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
What the?
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, the boys said that. And after all, it is a game of two halves. 4 rounds and 7 subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington Smith.
Why is this the right camera?
Nice piece of music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over! I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Final poses. Ball boy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Not bad. Well, that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know where to cut. I don't know what is actually fucking going on. What is the competition?
Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mud. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right.
Thinks he's saying the most delivery
which is quite a good idea.
lined up what I've seen before.
Perhaps a little contact, a caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much I can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. Nonsense is going on here. Yes.
I don't even know what I was censoring there, but...
Very good, take them away. Bloody wasters, absolute wasters. Oh, jog on!
This is the mime round.
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in there at this point. Really high-level play here from two...
I think in reality, a show like this would never actually cut to a commentator.
Hold.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From Striker. But she's in it to win it.
This feels like a moist critical video.
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's trying to have a banana with the ball. What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Why is that a bad shot?
Contestants in, please.
Alright, let's get ready.
And the winner of the
Someone's
first
going to come ringing in.
annual Sports Board Championship is... everyone!
Okay, the ref has decreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals, their 6th and 7th respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all that's left to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic Sports Board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Alright, oh my god.
Shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just
Goth girl, she's packing. I can't tell if she's goth.
You're unshockable.
I can't tell.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge, and some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough, and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
Oh, looks in garden.
Postman out.
We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a whole new
Wait, probably want to start this one.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolf, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolf.
But that's
This feels like the fucking final boss.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
You'll see, Dum.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's 5.
Have you had a little accident?
Alright, so we start on her and then we pull out her...
3.
I don't know.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in
What the fuck? What?
We're delighted to.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What? What happened? What happened? I genuinely don't know what the fuck happened. Were the buttons electrocuted? No.
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps
Okay, thank you.
The storm is causing the odd power surge, and some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough, and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect
Was something wrong here? I didn't see any electricity on the buttons.
I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Postman out.
We seem to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
You're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple C.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolf, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolf.
My, but that's a Furman shake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
I love that there are people that seem to be nice off camera.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's 5.
Have you had a little accident?
Cheeky cow.
5, 4, 3.
That's quite clever.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in typewriters.
seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers.
People who yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say...
Okay, so I guess
there
I
are
just
some
missed it.
pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help.
Making it so I can't hear some sentences is so mean.
Always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation...
does my health regenerate? Or...
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death, Pet. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yeah, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less
I'm cutting
scary.
way too much.
Much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera?
Oh,
Pet?
sorry, it's camera 4.
When I was 13, me mam came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. Me granddad, he'd
Just to make sure we don't get a 10-second
we'd
thing.
all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said,
No mind they seem to like me staying on him. Okay, cool. I'll stay on him,
I
man.
want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable
I need to take a
years
hit.
after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching cricket. We didn't need to wait till after.
That was bait. Oh my god.
Sounds,
It was awful. It was awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night.
Maybe just want me to hold the camera on him. People seem to like him.
You see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for.
That's not what a
by the
transition
government.
centre sounds
So,
like.
Even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
Just giving me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's from my asshole.
Oh, it's still on the air, Peter.
Yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry, I've got sacked again. Can I get a little bit of help here?
You cannot blame me
That
for
the
not
older
catching
generation
this.
might feel somewhat...
But you cannot fire me for this, mate.
Massive. Right, no. This bastard's cool off.
Sorry, that the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Just spending their final
Didn't
days
see it.
eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
This is a fun
We're
minister.
launching a government information
By the
report
way.
tonight. It should tell your viewers
Then again,
everything they
Trump
need
is
to
the
know.
president of America,
You
so
really
it
do move
actually
at
is
a
not right.
breathless pace. It's hard
have yet to be enough.
Didn't see it.
We're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you so much for being here. Jeremy.
Did that like a second early.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
But
So
am I alright?
I don't expect
alright?
this to be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I thought the leak.
Oh, we unlocked Diamond Spookies. Fucking C. Are you serious? With all that bullshit and you give me a C? Don't tell me it's frozen again. Okay. A B, a D. I didn't even notice I got a D for... Oh my god. Alright, I'm thinking like one more M&I end stream. Why are we taking so long to load? That's a bit fucking ominous. Oh.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen.
What?
Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See? They're all over it, little bastards. You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers.
Are you kidding me?
Alex, we're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National Nightly News.
Alright, so let's knock that on.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism. It's not a mess.
Sure, let's see what goes on with
It's
that.
ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference.
So, there's no reason to not do this, so let's just use it from
Thanks,
time
Jenny.
to
How's
time.
lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild
Oh,
streets,
it
rather than
is
endure
locked
another
out.
romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear
I
her.
didn't realise this game released after
She says she's
lockdown.
not
I thought this was like, oh,
Yes,
oh
I
dear.
know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
5, 4, 3.
During lockdown, I felt like one person would
Good
stay in
evening. I'm Jeremy
studio and everyone else
I'm
would
Megan
be
Wolf.
home.
Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefuck. It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs are only ankle height and therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals. They do, however, pose a particular risk to the elderly or those with pre-existing medical conditions like fatal bruise syndrome.
Going stir crazy? With no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become
Jesus.
Transformation. Popular cemetery Johnny Hansen, who has recently been suffering with his health, sent us this photo today.
Oh my
presumably
god,
in
we
a
lost
pathetic
so
attempt
much.
to stay relevant at a time of
Okay, so I have
global
to check it periodically.
Since receiving his test results, things in Johnny's life have taken a surprising turn. He's certainly using the lockdown to reinvent himself.
It seems that rumours that Johnny has been ill were just that, and that he has, in fact, developed superhuman powers. Renaming
Why has it
himself
gone to shit?
Captain Hat,
Why
he has pledged
are we
to fight
broadcasting
crime,
this
mainly in the
bullshit?
agricultural sector.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Svorsborgen Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Svorsborgen Horgensbrood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborgen Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helvetica Svorsborgen Wongensvoord here with a little update from Dante's Taint. This year's going to be our biggest ever harvest and autumn's just 2 weeks away. Or at least that's what we think. There's no real day or night down here and all the clocks broke a long time ago. But
Okay, we can hear
if our calculations are right, we think that for you up there it is Wednesday the 4012th of Jamboree, or as you call it, Pissmouth Day. Or possibly Boxing Day if we're a bit out, so happy Pissmouth! I hope you get all the presents you asked for left on your Pissmouth fee. I'm hoping to complete my collection of rocks. See you in September. Helvetica out.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who managed to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
I have no idea what either of those two ministers are.
Rich relatives on the run actually being filled with helium and released into the stratosphere. If those rich bastards think they're above the rest of us, why not give them a hand in getting there, Jeremy?
And Advance speaks out. With the Snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. In these difficult times, it's important that we all feel united, that we're all in this together. And for a short time, we must bear significant change. To help myself come to terms with these tough but transitory times, I've written a list of things that are just as temporary as all of this discomfort. I thought it would be helpful to share my list with all of you. Christmas with the in-laws. Your child's school
So we're
play.
getting a fucking E for this just because we let them build up too much.
That phase you still don't talk about. Your New Year's resolution. Your husband's hairline. Your waistline. Your term in office. Your fleeting lifetime.
So why was I asleep in the office?
Endeavour.
How'd that happen?
I hope my relatable list has allowed you to find reassurance, to know that just as these things pass us by, so too will this crisis. Together we will endure, as we always have. Thank you.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Rimington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like her.
No, you don't. Why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
What the hell is going on?
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield Millkirky is the CEO of Rimington's Fist, internationally respected business Svengali, Sophia Rimington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory in what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
The voice seem to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Rimington, the entire Snuggle Hugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history.
What's that?
Won't it?
What's that for?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have sought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Rimington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love could have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Rimington. You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little execution as he'd wiggle and wave his tiny noose. And
This
dance
very
before
quickly
my
got
eyes.
batshit insane.
Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Rimington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here
There is
today,
sometimes where the
to tell
BBC
you
is
about a
very
brand new
clearly
product we're
openly
launching
liberal,
simultaneously
but
around the world from
otherwise,
midnight tonight.
like for example, in a recent broadcast, they called the White House the symbol of patriarchy, I think. But it's just like one woman on air, and it was like right before they cut back to the people in studio.
Don't keep us in suspense any longer.
It was weird.
Won't be my future she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a missing Snuggle Hug in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next-generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are
Oh my
screaming
God.
and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then you're gone.
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys, but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Always a buck to be made. See how professional Sophia Remington adapts to the lockdown. Okay.
I think we should make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my sceptical arsehole.
It's Dave.
You're not going to believe this, but I've decided to come home. Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about
What was that? We never listened to that tape, and now it's gone.
Every issue comes complete with this companion magazine, containing the impotent good wishes of your colleagues and the non-specific.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming. No, exactly. You said it, I've said it. He must know, he's not stupid. I just don't want it getting back to him that it came from us. No, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together.
We went from a relatively grounded thing to, oh, the fucking circuit,
No idea how old he is.
the fucking console is electrified with huge arcing
coming
bolts
back.
of electricity.
In 5,
To fucking
4,
teddy bears
3.
have become this universe's coronavirus.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Ruth. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, people are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise they've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available in paperback.
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
Oh my god.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic.
Sometimes
but
just
this
forget
could
which
be
camera is which.
Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle
Button
if a
wise.
lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but...
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys?
It's fucking
That's a
Alex
lot
Jones,
of
oh my
people.
god.
And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit!
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media lies.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose
Random, ominous, empty room.
Thank you, Katie.
What is
I
that room?
appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow
Oh.
over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
to repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or to push a beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community
Show this
and
country me
perform
and
the
sandwich.
ritual,
I'm so tempted
hopefully
to.
we will appease the great ancient. Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama
Wait, did I say
Lord
years?
a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army amassing an army to kidnap us.
That's you. That's what you sound like. That's you. That's what you sound like.
But
Meh.
I
Meh.
I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You
It's
do.
actually nailed
That's why
mannerisms.
no one wants to be your friend. And that's why
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yes, stop
Like-
lying, Alan.
I'm not lying. You are.
Oh, good one. Oh, good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James,
Alan, you know-
Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. Some real food
You're in the
for thought
same
there
room the
from
whole
two
time,
of the
but what?
territory's leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm
See,
sure
you've got
was a
burning
reasonable
time to
debate
let
which
him
really
get ready.
contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Bannon. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. So my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even...
Also, I don't remember this, so this is absolutely
And frankly, if you ask me...
aware of a version of the game I watched
Any danger of that,
prior to
Patrick?
this.
What's that on your jacket there?
That's actually a
Version of the
song,
game that I
what
originally
I've
watched
done here is
probably
make a
ended at the
struggle-proof
Tempest.
jacket, Jeremy. The network
So I feel like I
is not
remember
sending me
the
any
electricity
PPE,
thing.
So I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh, God. I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign, it says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh, yeah, that is like, that's strange, that's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue, I'm at home, to be honest. Alright, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom, technically, but, you know, I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's, you know, it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less.
I actually wasn't sure. I thought it looked a little bit fake, but I didn't actually. I wasn't sure.
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh, fuck, it does. Oh, fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh, bollocks.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
But you're lying, aren't you? Oh shit! Fucking listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, just piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck! I'm too talented to die! Oh, too talented! What the fuck? No! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh god.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off.
Oh my god, my TV is freaking out. That's not the game, yeah, that's my TV freaking out. Oh my god, that's bad.
What do you see, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to end stream after this, just getting back. Oh my god. Oh.
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be happy to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this.
Hey.
You're damn right. Yeah, I had them delivered. What? Yes, the Bannon Avenue.
What?
What is... problems getting back, although not as bad as yours. Looks like you've got one loose in the studio. Whack it on the head if it gives you any trouble. It's pretty bad here too, mate. They've got on board. Captain's down. Worse, chef's down and we're out of rum. Not sure I'm going to make it to sobriety or dry land. If I had a missus, I'd ask you to tell her that I love her.
What? What do you mean? It said R1, right?
Possibly more so. We need to come together.
But I'm pressing R. I don't know what you're on about.
One of us. And do
No, I'm not. I'm not going to.
Oh my god.
our products.
I'm not. I'm not.
Public eventually.
No? Oh, well. 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time
So
to
of course
find
you
out
can't
who
hear
will
it, but
National
like my
Nightly
team's making a
win
horrible staticky noise.
and who will National Nightly lose. So, how do we play? Well, joining me as a man who knows all about playing, it's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that, actually, yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy?
Yeah, you called during nap time, so...
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else, yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Jeremy. Thank you. This.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win
This is
this
fucking
once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you. Both of you.
Oh my
Well,
god,
you've
this
said
second is
it now,
fucking
haven't you?
another
Angie,
12 minutes.
I love you. In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What? I said, what is my favourite colour?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct, the colour of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable, that is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Hartleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffeecup and Jodie Carpetburn, amongst others.
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artists' contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking?
Did they actually make this game during lockdown?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking...
She's turned something off at the plug, Alex.
Fucking fuck.
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We got time, we got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love, Mr. Harris.
Censored for half a second
Not too bold, that's all right.
Some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
People still let you near their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers?
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think... Yes. I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, the bear!
Oh, yes, right. This one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear, because all of the other bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
Well, I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad.
Sometimes it's actually kind of obscure what's going on down there.
You have this
Makes it hard to see with power plugs.
dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what you need to do, Mr. Bear, says the octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture or something.
What you need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow, you really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit, fuck.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
Yeah, and Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Oh my god, this is for fucking Onion.
Oh, and we end...
It feels like an Onion skit.
On a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging.
Okay, capture it
if
once
you
now.
like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, you know, I might be able to... Hang on, can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. At all. I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
You turn this shitting thing up. Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly
Back here again.
Like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms.
Do you really want to show this? I'm not
And
our
Mr.
guy.
Cow, they're always in good moods, but that's cause they don't know
Wait.
they'll up into food.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second to film.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine
What the
thinks
fuck
he'll
is
read the news
happening?
at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house, ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional
End of the
sports. Now
fucking
he's an
sentence.
alcoholic and he's on his third divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire.
Shit.
What's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die. Lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best
she's
you'll
gone.
get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower.
I don't think the BBC got this bad during COVID. I don't think it was this.
You'll never win at all.
I think we did fine.
So there's no
For-
congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications, and no amount of visualizations will save you from your own deterioration. Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
I'm not doing the music mixing. I'm not. I don't know how to.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr.
Every time I swap to them, it suddenly becomes boring.
That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Children's entertainment. But now, let's see how it's really done.
Before we wrap up the news tonight, I just wanted to spend a moment talking to you directly. A final thought, if you will, just for you, Alex. You see, I know you think it's gotten complicated back at the old homestead, but there's something you should know. You like to think you got the family rule.
What the fuck is happening?
And you're just ridiculed. You think
We go back to my family arguing over the passports. This is funny, but this has been going on for 20 fucking minutes. And what's going on outside? Is this a dream? Oh, it's a dream, isn't it? We passed out after Tempest, and this is a dream. I don't know why it's taking me this long to put it together. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think the sky outside was the cartoon at first. I think that changed partway through. Or I just didn't notice it first somehow.
That's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow when Jeremy will be wrestling an alpaca and I'll be naked. I'm Megan Wolf. Have a treacle night.
Let me turn.
What?
He disappeared.
Hey, just give me that beer. I'm fucking...
She even. Well, I would like to wake up now.
What is that piss? Do you think I'd be happy with that? You're out of your mind.
Yeah, okay.
Wake up, Alex! Alex! Wake up! Wake up!
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we haven't completely fucking lost plot, right? Complete the lockdown board, guys. It was all a dream. Shouldn't have taken me that long to put together this dream. I just thought we'd gone batshit insane. I mean, like, there was already a degree of insanity, right? But it was just... it wasn't that mad. Okay. As long as we don't go into another news broadcast, I want to continue. Save and quit, and then are we going to a new broadcast? I want to make some more choices. Live and spooky. I don't think I'm going to play live and spooky because, quite frankly, I'm not very interested in it from what I've watched it. Oh yeah, it was just a dream. I'm still on day 153. Right. Let me delete that clip then. Oh. How's the NHS doing? Is Chris gender neutral? They've been consistently referred to with gender neutral pronouns. In hell. Why would you pick a second option? Now, see, if we were in America, we'd be bankrupt now. Oh, great. Dementia time. What do you mean, do anything like that again? I didn't choose to do it, I got fucking electrocuted. Oh, no, so the NHS is gone, but our bosses... Fair play on him. But no, I guess the NHS is gone. Terrific. So, you've got communism, you're redistributing everyone's money, but you got rid of the NHS? Okay. I like how it kind of like the tick isn't just it's not consistent, you know, wobbles back and forth a little bit. What is the other option here? So let me tell you, from experience, the care home might actually be worse. You can send them in and you think they're gonna not last a couple more months, maybe, and then they last years, and then the care home actually ends up costing you a lot more money. So that's monetarily speaking. I would love to know what the other option is before I tick this option. Okay, are we saying to fucking euthanize her? Because euthanasia is not legal in the UK. So this is a nightmare reality. Well, actually, I don't think it's a nightmare reality because I'm very much pro-euthanasia, but... No NHS. Weird, not quite communism. And euthanasia is around for dementia. Sam doesn't seem to be pro-euthanasia, though. I'm still not really sure what we are saying. Are we saying euthanasia? This is certainly my view. Well, that's what transition essential is for, of course. What? No fucking way. Engraved lighter. How are things at home? Well, things that seem like they're going to be getting better here. Yeah, I don't feel like doing another broadcast segment. Right now. The silence. Alright.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Alright. So how far through the game do I figure I am? 7 out of 96 trophies.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
As a trophy, experience the surreal dream for lockdown broadcast. Experience a macabre dream for lockdown broadcast.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has
Alright, so trophy says
been.
here.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
There's a trophy here for doing a broadcast on day 371. So yeah, we're gonna go far. We're already on 232. Alright. I definitely will continue this game. Or is it Saturday or Sunday?
The people never happy. It's never enough.
Saturday, right. Maybe tomorrow. Well, I like it so far. Definitely like that COVID that felt quite unnecessary. It was cool. I think it should not have been as long as it was. I'm pretty sure that's the longest level in the game, and I don't think it needed to be. I don't think it was worth it.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
And yeah, this doesn't... It's weird. It doesn't quite feel British enough. It is very clearly supposed to be British. Very clearly supposed to be British. It may be just trying to parody a different era of Britain, in which case I'm not experienced enough to know. If this is supposed to be like 80s or 70s or 90s, I wasn't alive then, so I don't know. But yeah, no NHS. Euthanasia's legal apparently. There's some interesting broadcast.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Yeah, this is cool so far.
Now you start to see, yes?
Jolly good.
The people never happy. It never